Welcome to Grand Sumo Breakdown,
the unofficial sumo podcast
for official sumo fans.
Welcome to Grand Sumo Breakdown. This is Ryan.
This is Jake.
And this is Mac.
And it's been a while since we've had to do one of these episodes, but there's been some breaking news that we just can't wait until the beginning of the Natsu Basho to talk about. And it's probably the most earth-shattering news, probably in sumo history, I would have to imagine.
If not world history.
Do go on. You have me intrigued.
Yeah,
I mean, you saw the title of the press release when we scheduled the meeting.
Fair, but I'm trying to
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Build the energy.
Yeah. Woke up this morning, Twitter blowing up. So let me just read the press release in its entirety. We don't typically do this, but once again, with news this big, it's kind of needs the attention.
Right.
So, in a press conference held Friday evening by Miyagino Oyakata, the most decorated rikishi in sumo history announced his shocking plan to return to the dojo in competitive action. Quote, after watching this current crop of rikishi flounder and fail to provide competent sumo, I have decided to return to the dojo as an active rikishi and return dignity to the top ranks of the sport. Plus, I can add a few more trophies to my collection, said the former Yokozuna.
I love
Hakuho is pissed.
Just the dig at the current generation as well. He's like, you know what? Shouldn't be a problem for me to get some more Yusho under my belt here.
Like we talked about on the recap episode, I don't think he's too happy with seeing 8 different Yusho winners across 8 tournaments and 12-3 being the average winning score.
How great would it be? Yeah, how great would it be if the next 8 were all one rikishi?
Let me show you how it's done, boys.
Yeah. Anyways, should we keep going on the text here?
Yeah. So when a reporter asked how this was even possible, the now former Miyagino Oyakata and once again Hakuho smirked and responded by saying, "Show me the rule that I can't unretire."
Ooh.
So,
well, I mean, his hair grows back, so I mean,
that's a good point. He'll be the first Yokozuna with short hair.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess not all. Let me just get back into the article.
Okay,
so,
all right.
While not all of the details are known at this time, we do know that Hakuho will be rejoining at the rank of Yokozuna, like you said, Jake. So, quote from Hakuho again, as far as I know, Yokozuna can never lose his rank, so let's just call this an extended break to recover from an injury. I'll have my doctor write up a medical certificate for it, and I'll show back up at Yokozuna like nothing ever happened.
That sounds right. That typical cockiness.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Kisei no Sato miss all of or part of 7 consecutive basho. Hakuho's probably at about 10 at this point.
But he's the Yokozuna. I mean, they can cut the man some slack.
Yeah, exactly. So
what this is, I'm sorry. I know we got more press release to go, but like, this is it coming back to bite them in the ass that there are so many unwritten rules.
Exactly.
They got to write the rule somewhere. If it's going to be a hard and fast thing, you should write it somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. This is why you have rules.
Yeah. You've got the Yokozuna stone. You've got the Ozeki stone. It's probably about time that right in that little area, they put up the rule stone.
They need something.
First and foremost on it. Once the hair's cut, you're gone. But it's not written down.
Followed by the dead body rule. This is the clear definition.
It's like Air Bud. There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is now, but because they learn
now. Yeah. So after this comment by Hakuho, the press conference was interrupted by loud banging that could be heard behind the scenes.
Rumors about this,
rumors are circulating that Hikaku Oyakata, the head of the JSA, had to be restrained by no less than 5 other Oyakata to prevent him from charging up onto the stage and attacking Hakuho.
His nemesis coming back this is like, as much as I am excited for this, I do feel a little bit bad for Hikaku.
That's incredible.
I mean, all he's gonna do is this probably be the strongest written reprimand to Hakuho, but
but he's Hakuho. He's brushed them all off in the past.
Exactly.
Seriously,
it's not gonna stop him. So at the end of the press conference, Hakuho announced that his former deshi Enho would be retiring effective immediately and would inherit the kabu of Miyagino Oyakata, making him the Oyakata of the most most promising Heya in all of sumo. So Enho is going to be overseeing Hokuseiho, Ochiai, Kawazoe, and now Hakuho himself and Ishiura. So Enho's in a very big power position now.
Little boy sumo going to get big.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine very often the coach has been younger than one of his wrestlers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly not impossible, but I think it's kind of funny that like in a system that's based so much on seniority, Enho will be in charge.
Look at the fire. Look at the intensity Enho brings.
Well, yeah,
I
I'm just
love
saying
that
it's
man
weird.
as a coach.
It's another thing that should probably have been written on the rules stone somewhere.
Yes.
We reached out to Hikaku Oyakata, not GSB, the people writing.
The press release that we're that we're translating here.
Yeah, the head of the JSA for his official comment on this unprecedented return, but he declined to return our call. In an unrelated report, since Hakuho's press conference, Hikaku Oyakata has been cited breaking down in tears randomly on the street more often than usual.
Oh dear.
I love that phrasing too. Like
more often than usual.
Yeah, since Hakuho retired the first time, Hikaku probably was doing okay.
Yeah.
He's probably doing better.
No.
Poor guy.
All right, so that's the entirety of the press release. Mac, what are your instant thoughts of seeing Hakuho in the ring again?
These unwritten rules have come back to bite the JSA, and I freaking love it. There is no rule stating this. Hakuho, the greatest of all time, coming back in the ring. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Jake, do you think there's going to be any sort of ring rust for Hakuho, or do you think he just gets right back in there and is dominating the field?
Yeah, I mean, towards the end of his career, he was obviously like, there was a year or two where he was kind of going every other basho, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's probably, at least
he's
in
been
my
off
opinion,
for a year and a half now, though, to recover.
Plenty of time.
I think that
plenty.
I think that the time for somebody like Hakuho, it's not going to dull his like mental game, but it will probably improve his physical game if he hasn't been just tearing his body apart doing training every day.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if he didn't if he wasn't at least a contender for the U show in this next basho here.
Yeah, it's got to be a big blow to guys like Kiri Bayama, like Hoshoryu, Wakamoto Haru.
They thought it was their time finally.
Yeah, all
today,
kind
boys.
of pushing to take the top ranks, and then Hakuho basically just saying, "I've seen enough. It's time for it's Hakuho time again." No,
we're doing this the right way.
This is Thanos like picking up the Infinity Gauntlet and being like, "Fine, I'll do it myself." You know, like I can't remember which movie that was the after credits scene, but it was like, "Oh, it's real now." You know,
think Age of Ultron.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's seeing this press release and seeing all the chatter online about it today has been like, yeah, this is about the biggest single announcement that could happen as far as sumo news. Like,
yeah,
right
it's Wayne Gretzky coming back. It's Michael Jordan coming back. It's Tom
after
Brady
years of
coming
baseball.
back.
After years of
baseball. So yeah, this is going to be amazing to see. I'm so excited to see what shape Hakuho is in. It's
leaner
nice to have
meaner, and now he's pissed off.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice to have Hakuho back in the ring just to see that level of sumo again. Mac, before we sign off here, Hakuho ended his first run of his career with 45 Yusho. How high do you expect that count to get by the end of this second run for Hakuho?
I have to say at least 60 at this point. I'm saying 15 more, at least 2 more years in there, maybe part of a third, but 60.
Yeah. And Jake, do you think this opens the door to other past Rikishi who have hung it up, but now maybe their bodies are feeling a little bit better? Do we see Kakuryu return? Do we see Goeido, Kisei no Sato? Do you think we see any other guys deciding, you know what, if Hakuho can do it, why not me?
Honestly, I don't think I do. I think that the other like top dogs that we've seen retire have done so because they can't hack it anymore. And I don't think that's the case with Hakuho. I think that he retired when he just felt like it was right. He retired on a 15-0. Like he's fine. You know, like that's
he took out another Yokozuna in the process. I mean,
like Kisei no Sato. I mean, injuries, he couldn't complete a basho anymore. I wouldn't expect him to be coming back.
I would hope Kakuryu comes back for
he's
one
the
match.
only one that's a maybe to me.
I really want him to not have his final match be the whiff on a trip attempt and then falling on his ass. I want him to come back for one more match against Endo on a day one, beat Endo, and then retire all over again.
Okay.
The door's open for it
with
to
that.
happen now. So
Exactly. Just so that his final match isn't getting completely Charlie Browned in the middle of the ring embarrassingly.
absolutely.
But yeah, I think like obviously as YDC West, we kind of approve of this, but yeah, I think
no reprimands coming from us.
None.
I mean, he didn't reach out to us to ask, but I mean, it's Hakuho. Of course,
he knew the answer was going to be like 8 thumbs up. So, like, no real point in wasting the effort.
I mean, he made Flarek stand up on end. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us tonight, but he stood up in his chair. Was like, "What?" when he saw this. So that is the level of excitement Flarek has for this.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I see what you mean. He sat up rather than slouching further and further down over the.
Exactly. It's like, that's how you tell his level of engagement and excitement.
You're right.
But when
You're
he's happy,
right.
he can't quite get all the words out right. And he's just like, oh.
So yeah, we'll probably come back for another episode in a week or two as more details come out. Hopefully Hikaku Oyakata will pull it together long enough to release some sort of official statement. This is certainly going to rock the world of sumo. We're just excited to see how that plays out. So thank you everybody for listening, and there's exciting times coming. So we're really looking forward to the Natsubasho.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for listening to Grand Sumo Breakdown. Until next time,
Throw your salt high.
And keep moving forward.